The time of the month is Black History Month. We're going in. Here we go. Last one from Angelique.
This is called Black Love. Post-traumatic love story. Love is a verb. With that being said, let's do something. Let's prove something to this world of assumptions and dissonance. Brought on by enslaved minds' resistance to realize we are great and worthy of our story. We can tell to our ensuing children. Reminisce with our ancestors of how we'll take the future by storm, though our broken hearts are worn and our weary spirits they mourn for remembrance. At the time when we loved each other in action with action, beat drums in time to the rhythm of the natural laws. Creation and energy were ours to hold. The automatic reactions of a black man aged and a black woman is a cold need to be destroyed and rendered lifeless to make way for a glorious rebirth to give birth to a greatness and spell her pain like the afterbirth of what nursed the broken life inside would be necessary for a time when man was shrivel and die. People say it's hard to find love these days. They say that love actually hurts. I'd say it's the person who doesn't know how to love that hurts. It's the lack of tools and knowledge that make interpersonal relationships just hard work. And the white hot rage of forced inadequacy that burns. All the dysfunction and pathological cycles and patterns that I learnt. I see the scars that crisscross your heart and still I choose you. Even when my damaged psyche lashes out with angry words, yes, still I choose you. My arm of melanin instinctively understands the hell you're in. Seeks to purge us both from a place of self-hate deep within. Even when my psychological state of frozen independence causes me to doubt you, causes me to scream and shout at you, causes me to slide and turn away from you. The strength of your will, I'll still close my eyes. I'll still close my eyes and trust you. And we'll fight this good fight with you. Let the promise we made to each other shine true. Power of emotions we hold for the other carry us through. The river streams and oceans of microaggressions, misconceptions and discriminations that this twisted society mind think gives out. I want to eliminate that doubt and can come home to my arms. I'll find my solace in you. We find peace in this one union. See, I'm not just a fat ass and a fast mouth. I'm a brilliant mind with a quick wit, brave spirit and a divine smile, vessel of life. And you're not just a big or a tree to climb, but a warrior of dark hue, a builder of dreams, a protector of my femininity, keeper of my sacredness. I see in you. Lay your burdens down, I see how hard you work and how strong you are. The struggles you face, I pray you find peace and warmth of my embrace, and I find security in the place we call our love. Navigating the channels of life, I'll take your hand if you can show me the way. I'll follow you as my man, though I'm scared and you're scared. We can get there together. If love is a verb, then let's do something. Let's do something.
Black Love. Angelique. You right back?
Feel the vibe.
Angelique, thank you very much.
Presents Black Soul series of 50
Yeah, yeah.
music industry days celebrating UK music popular. One, link the best in soul and R&B. And take you.
This is a public service announcement. We count down to memorable new music.
With us before, he's going to here to share his lyrics with you again. Well, very quickly, just for you, this time of the month, anything more extra special for you?
What I'm doing
In this month, do you make an extra effort to do anything with regard to yourself?
with myself, not really with like stuff that's going on. Obviously, you know, if I'm working with like any youths or like in the university, we put on stuff. But for me, like it's Black History every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's good.
For real. And then this talent, again, this is only a tip of the iceberg of the talent that we're showing here tonight, that we know that not only these guys are capable of, but we know the youths are capable of out there. I know Razaya is very much one who's out there as a mentor and as somebody who seeks to inspire the youth because he does himself. And here we go, what we're going to start with yourself.
I'm going to start with a little poem that we done last year after the Black Lives Matter march and everything, that I thought, you know, let's kick off with that, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of an at something else when we got bad backlash from the Black Lives Matter march, so I wrote a poem to do about it, so yeah.
Okay then,
No,
here we
just-
go.
I'm just saying, pick up the band.
Oh, serious.
Because you're ready now.
Oh yeah, just the director again on my case as always. Let me just quickly before we go around to Razaya, just get a hello from everybody who's in the studio who's made it. We're here and we're hot. So I'm gonna go over to musical director Jerry Lindo. Jerry, who have we got in here this evening? Musically.
Yes. Yeah, glad to be here. Glad to be here. Glad to be here. Glad to be here. And you know, we just got a full house tonight. You know, it's amazing. A full house of talent.
So on the keyboard,
You know, and that's Michael.
Michael on the keyboard this evening,
And,
hearing that going down.
He plays with me quite a lot. He plays with everybody. He's a session guy, and he plays a lot in a lot of local churches.
Yeah.
A lot of local sessions. You know, this is the man, the main man.
Alright. Michael, listen, I hope to see you again, and maybe just, well, we're going to just do a musically.
Sure, it's my pleasure to be
Also,
here.
we've got Fadge on percussion, came in at short notice, and he's going to be, when you're hearing that beat that was behind Angelique, that's Fadge, and he's doing that. Yeah, we've got, have you seen Razai, seen Angelique? We've got Marcus Hercules, he's going to be doing something for us this evening. Marcus, just say yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We've also got Mehdi. Mehdi, hello.
Hi.
Hi, he's here. You'll be seeing these people soon. We've also got Chantel. Chantel, hi. Hi, Chantel. And is that it? There's somebody behind that wall there? No, is that it? Who's that? Who?
Hey, what's up?
What's your name?
My name's Mikhail. I'm not a performer.
You're not a performer? Well, I don't want to talk to you then. Only joking. Okay. We'll talk
so
to you.
many of them.
Say that again.
So these emotions.
Your emotions.
Fragile.
Okay. All right. So here we go. We're going to move on with Razaya on fire tonight. Here we go. Razaya. What's this track, Sorrow, again? This one you're starting with?
This one's called All Lives Matter.
All Lives Matter. Razaya on fire. All Lives Matter. Here we go. Search engine live musically.
All Lives Matter. Nah, you're missing the point. See, this is Black Lives Matter rolling up like a joint. Whoa, no, but you must be high if you think that I'ma stay silent watching my people dying. You're right, it's a deeper issue. That's what we're fighting. Do some more research and you'll soon become enlightened. Cause singing holding hands with the brown and the white man don't change the conditions of our daily plight, man. Aight, man. We're all human, I agree. And race is a construct for division to a degree, but seeing how Babylon's treated you and me, you can see why I would want to focus on my sisters and my bros, cause white supremacy's been trying to smoke us, but now we woken, now we spoken. Y'all called us out, low-key trying to provoke us, and poof, here we are, no hocus pocus, just black magic. From royal and rich to the ratchet, from the spoiled kids to the hard-working class, it's tragic. They don't care about what shade of black it is, this white cis, hetero patriarchal capitalist society and system we're living in is killing us. So yeah, I'm an activist, cause I refuse to stand for this. So please excuse if I come across rude, I'm just passionate, and that's how a player's gotta handle it. And my little light's gonna shine from when the candle's lit. And who else got the fire to light the wick like I can spit? But anyway, back to the black a bit, back to the back of it. Before you say you did research, actually have a crack at it. Because you're missing all the facts of it and focusing on Fox News truths, they're no use. So step back a bit and see the bigger picture of how they want to depict a positive movement as negative. They're trying to flip the script, but because they know what power is in the scripture. And when you see for yourself it's really a war, you can help us battle it. Because in many ways we're all in the same boat. And there's some heavy waves and we all want to stay afloat. And some people will pray and some people will sway in the road. But just hear what I say, it'll be good to take a note. Cause no, we weren't made from the same mold or been for the same stuff. But we've all got the same goal to an extent, if you can see. We're all out for peace and love and unity. But don't get me wrong, I'm staying strong, no compromising. Show my brown skin with pride, never disguising. Reminding racists what they tried to make me hate. But my skin's the very thing that makes me great. And why I'm always late, running on CBT. But we're set back for 100 years, so maybe wait. Trying to catch up, I'm sprinting, but this ain't a race thing. It's a trying to regain your rightful place thing. Cause Africa is the greatest nation, a victim of abuse, the raping, the theft and displacing of its views, values, jewels and minerals, and its people so deceitful, this devil is so evil. But keep in mind amongst the chatter and the talk, it's a hard life if you're black and if you're poor. Still there's many other struggles worldwide, that's why we want to rise and try settle the score. But keep in mind amongst the talk and the chatter, we're all humankind trying to climb life's ladder. We walk in the footprints of Malcolm and Sata, Martin, Rosa. Drunk with an illusion, now we're sober. The system's control is nearly over. I can feel freedom around the corner. I see my people becoming bolder. Black people of every skin tone. I love it because we love being black all year round, not just in October. Including everybody from the young to the older. Living in every climate from the hot to the colder. Male, female, fluid, non-binary, able, disabled, gay, straight, alcoholic or stoner. Hindu or Muslim, Sikh, Buddhist, Christian, Jewish, Ifa, Voodoo, or if you worship the solar system. R&B, hip-hop, or a rock and roller. Rihanna, work, or a Drake controller. I'm saying it again though, I've already told you. You were getting madder, bigger and with badder. God bless us, Satter. Black Lives Matter.
Yes. As I said, Razaya on fire. And we're going to be moving on swiftly. So, number 2, back to you.
Alright, another poem called Heaven is a Playground. Alright. Heaven is a playground full of brown children. Jump down, turn around, locking down millions. Heaven is a playground full of brown children. Hands up, lay down, weapons out, kill them. Hunt down, gun sound, body down, and it's brown. White chalk, bloody ground, on the streets we be round. Bodies beat, something found, autopsy bullets found. Our cops need shutting down, gotta do something now. And I know that cops are under pressure. Still, there's no need to treat me as your lesser. Blue lives matter, yo, what's up with that? Y'all chose to be blue, we ain't choose to be black. But if I coulda, I woulda. I love being a brother. I love black coffee, I love that brown sugar. Winter to summer, melanin glow, let that fro grow so much so. Yo, I'm in love with the cocoa. I see royalty and they do too. That's why they feel fear when they see you. Even seeing a baby, they think that maybe they'll grow up and get power and enslave me. Fear retaliation, fear of a black nation. Fear that we're gonna rise up like the Haitians. The white supremacist system kills us, that much is blatant. Prisons and cemeteries full and schools vacant. The cops don't necessarily hate us. The police are just repressive state operators. And not all cops are old white men. It's more the mindset that I be fighting. I mean, there's a reason why I be frightened when seeing blue lights and hearing sirens. Cause I don't know just how that might end. They reach for their gun, I reach for my pen and get written. Everything that's in my soul sitting. People talking about it doesn't happen in Britain. Yeah, it happens here. There's maybe a little different and maybe it's better hidden. But don't say that it isn't when we know it is. And God's wondering why so many black kids are coming back home early. And through the pearly gates he looks and thinks, surely all these black kids can't have died before 30. Day to day, same case, now God's really surprised. And he calls on a black child who had recently died. They were shot by a cop, hit multiple times. You know, cops said they were armed, but you know that they lie. So God looks at the child and says, I want to know why. So many of your peers are returning to the sky. And the kid looked at God and he said to reply, because the oppressor sees you when he looks in our eye. That's why heaven is a playground full of brown children. Jump down, turn around, locking down millions. Heaven is a playground full of brown children. Hands up, lay down, weapons out, kill them. Hunt down, gun sound, body down, Alice Brown, white chalk, bloody ground. On the streets, baby round, bodies be something found. Autopsy boys found, all cops need shut it down. Gotta do something wow.
Yes. Killing you with knowledge. Or should I say, awaken you with knowledge. And you know, you're going to have to go back and listen to that. And you will be able to go back on the search engine line. Search engine UK on SoundCloud should be on by about 2 p.m. tomorrow. You can go back, you can listen to Angeli, you can listen to Rosiah and listen to those words that they say. I'm telling you, that is a... By the end of this show, we'll be able to give you a PhD in knowledge. Believe. Here we go, Rosiah. Final.
Yo, I'm doing Black Girls Rock again.
Oh,
so
yes.
I need a little...
Black Girls Rock. Here we go. Get close to your speakers. Get ready for this. Rosiah, on fire.
Alright, but people like, there's a call and response. So when I go Black Girls Rock, you go Black Girls Rock. You say Black Girls Rock. Black Girls Rock. Yeah, so
you got it in there. Black Girls Rock.
Tell them.
Yeah. Hey.
I don't know how to explain.
Go get it.
Make sure they know that.
Okay.
I want everybody to.
Black Girls Rock.
It's called a hook.
You guys go up and I'll come in when I go.
Go. Here we go. Search engine live musically. Rosiah on fire. Taking you higher and higher. Black Girls Rock. So let me hear you say Black Girls Rock. Black Girls Rock.
We say Black Girls Rock.
Black Girls Rock.
We say Black Girls Rock.
Black Girls Rock.
We say Black Girls Rock.
Black Girls Rock.
We say Black Girls Rock.
Black Girls Rock.
We say Black Girls Rock.
Black Girls Rock.
We say Black Girls Rock.
Black Girls Rock.
We say Black Girls Rock.
Black Girls Rock.
Yo. Ain't nothing better than this melanin rich skin. It's win-win when I see your slim ting, thin ting, big ting. Yo, they got me thinking about how the queen's esteem makes the king blinging about Ethiopia, Kemet, Yoruba, and maybe how I can move her with the maneuver smoother than chocolate that we resemble. Kenko, color can the creatures assemble, and yes, that's essential in my view, cause I view black women as the right type to make me say I do. But mind you, I don't discriminate, it's just a personal preference. It's to keep within my race, it makes me feel stronger, like love lasts longer. Cultural connection, we in tune like a song I wrote. Every note and every rhyme in time. So what in your mind, she fine and she keep me in line like the conga. Black queens, the black queens. I love my black queens, shout out the black queens, yo. Black queens, the black queens. I love my black queens, shout out the black queens, yo. Black queens, the black queens. I love my black queens, shout out the black queens, yo. Black queens, the black, with the quarter semi-full black, you're still on that team. I'm in the zone with my own. Ain't nobody gotta force me there. See, I like ladies with that 4C hair. I'm more me there, and all I was taught me there, so that's home. Amongst the brown skins, start to the fairest tone, and we can share food, stories, and share our home. See, it ain't about division, it's just I got the vision to see how my queen's struggling in the prison, trapped under attack, ring tap, they're full of venomous spite. Nah, they're full of love and delight. Don't even listen to the stereotypes, but even so, we all have a right to be vexed with the system. But some are brainwashing, living in a false world and fall victim to self-hate like colorism. It ain't light skin, dark skin, it's asking, I'm asking, can we leave that in the past and keep marching on? And yes, darling, I love it when you're laughing, often at my expense. Do you know I'm not the arse, then admire your fast, but still fire like arson. Advancing on as one, we're strong atop the world. When the chocolate girl shows me love, it's like they can't do wrong or do you wrong, but they do though. Will gush you out and flip you off like judo. That's cause they ain't pseudo, they stay true though. Black girls rock,
Black girls rock.
we say black girls rock.
Black girls rock.
We say black girls rock.
Black girls rock.
We say black girls rock.
Black girls rock.
Yo, baby, cafe au lait to espresso. Let's go on a questro. Oh, you so special. So special, so special, so special. Still can make your vex, make your pop blood vessel. Still got your back damn near ready to wrestle. And out of this world, damn near extraterrestrial. And individually your tunes are nice, but when we come together, it's damn near orchestral. That's why at least I'm a lover till I'm deceased. See, being a black man in this life's like a disease. And see, your black queen is the vaccine, like pills for when I'm ill, or like a fiend. Even when I'm better, I will take them still, cause I'm addicted, I can't resist it. My tolerance high and I can never overdose. A blackaholic and melanin keeps me sober, so I hold a toast to the girls and the women. Carefree living, spectacular aftermath of the Afro diaspora. Albino or black as the world, before the word you heard me. Some people say black like it's dirty, but I ain't know our worth, so your words can't hurt me. Black women have birth, we will never desert. We black love is my religion, you could never convert me. And so we gotta unify one more time like black girls rock.
Black girls rock.
We say black girls rock.
Black girls rock.
We say black girls rock.
Black girls rock.
We say black girls rock.
Black girls rock.
Yes, yes. Messiah, fire. We'll be right back.
That was
Here
a
we
slow
go.
version.
That was a slow, but it just came together there. We'll be right back. Nice one, man. Well done. Who's coming on? for a break. On Legacy 90.1 Music. Angeli starting off, warming us up, getting us in the groove, followed by Resiah on fire. And with that last song, I think in the future maybe a lot of you ladies desire. And now we're going to be moving on. I'm going to be talking to Chantel. Chantel, hello.
Hello, hello.
And you know what? I must say to you out there, you really need to take into consideration. This is what Jerry told me in originally what they call jamming. When people come together and make music. This is the first time I'm meeting Chantel, who I'm speaking to now. First time Resiah, and many in here are meeting the musicians. First time some of the musicians are meeting each other. So they are coming together. And yeah, I know you're feeling the vibe. So Chantel, yeah, where are you from?
I'm from Manchester. I'm from a small area called Abbey Hay. Yeah.
And what are you going to do for us?
Today I'm going to do some covers for you. I'm going to do one of my favourites. It's my favourite song. It's a Joe Scott cover first, and then we're going to get into something a little bit more upbeat. Okay,
people, if they want to find out where they can find Chantel?
I am currently working on my EP, so hopefully by the end of the year that should be set in stone and ready to go.
Okay, then you tell the musicians what they need to do for you, and then we'll go. What's the first track you're going to do for us?
The first track is called The Way. It's a Joe Scott cover.
Okay, here we go. Chantel is going to be showing us the way on the Search Engine Musically live, accompanied by Fudge, accompanied by Michael and Jerry Lindo on the guitar. Here we go. This is Legacy 90.1. Feel the vibe, feel the vibe, feel the vibe.
My face. Can't wait to get home. Oh, girl, I got something else to do. Go ahead, really get your groove on. 'Cause tonight my man's coming through. Yeah. We gon' have to connect some other time. As much as I like to shake my thing on the dance floor, I got another nasty reaches rolling by. Tonight I'm gonna be the high sky. Is it the way you love me, baby? Is it the way you love me, baby? Is it the way you love me, baby? Baby, baby, is it the way you love me?
Oh wow! This is the Search Engine Live musically. This is Chantel, and this is the organic planet, and that was beautiful.
Thank you.
That was absolutely
The
beautiful.
extra harmonies in the background?
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is organic, and yes, we are live. We are live, and you can. Here we go. And you can go on Search Engine UK on YouTube and see the artists in here this evening. And that was, as I said, Chantel with The Way, I believe. I'm sure it made a lot of you feel like you felt like showing somebody the way somewhere. Okay, here we go. Number 2. Back to you.
Ready? Yeah. This is another cover, and it's one of my favourite songs from being a little bit younger. Yeah. Hope you enjoy. Told me I don't need to worry.
Feel the vibe. Organic, Chantel. Are there another one? No, right. Well, you know what? I was thinking as I was listening to you there, and I know Angelique's voice is a bit rough today, so she did the poetry. And I'm thinking, Carl, I'm thinking, well, yeah, you did the backing, and we loved that when that came in, it was great. But I'm thinking, Carl, we need to do a women's session.
Just solely women.
Solely women.
Definitely.
Yeah, we do need to do that. We just have the band. Yeah, the band's male.
So we've got to deal with that. Shall we come back?
Definitely.
Okay.
And if
Search Engine Live.
But if we can find, if there's a female guitarist out there, we can put her on standby.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing.
Because if Jerry starts...
Yeah, when I say listeners, yeah, this is how it works. It just comes together out of the mind, out of the blue, just for you. And yeah, so thank you very much, Chantel.
Thank you.
We've got a few texts that's come in here from before. One says, who's this beautiful? That was at the time, blah, blah, blah. Yes, that was Angelique that came in. What a telling, beautiful poem. Excellent, beautiful. Thank you for that 910 and 336. And then I have a little quote here. Who have we got next coming in? We've got a quote here. It says from 435. It says, Anthony, this is a quote from the Big Book of Knowledge. Who are African Caribbeans? African Caribbeans are descendants from African slaves taken to work in the Caribbean in the 1950s. Many moved to Britain, France, and the Americas. And realized, hold on, sorry about that. And realized some British people have Afro-Caribbean parents. Page, this from a book for the teaching children. Please analyze and realize what this is saying to children about history. Got you, totally agree, and I know there's much that's been put in books that's not supposed to be there. Also, when we put our children in front of that television, you need to understand what is being put in there. Another one say, wow, amazing, love it. And that's from Naomi. Thank you very much for that. We've got Marcus Hercules coming in to the studio next, gracing us with his presence. This is a multi-talented man. Again, we're talking about tip of the iceberg people in here this evening. Marcus.
Yes, my brother.
Again, another brother at short notice who stepped up to the search engine musically tonight. Wasn't an expectation, and it was a request, and said he stepped up to that. I know you're doing a lot of things. You was on this morning, you were talking about acting session. That's going on there. Quickly, just remind us of that.
Yeah, so it's an acting class that's happening at Studio 25 on Saturday from 2 till 4. And basically we've got a bursary as well. So 10 children, they can basically get £5 for coming to the class, kind of for transport, for food, whatever it is that they need to get. So there's kind of no issues. So if anybody young out there who want to get involved in drama from 8 to 18 is good, and we're going to be making a web series. Like, this is an opportunity, and it's on this Saturday, and we're on at Studio 25 until December.
And that's only one part of you and one part of what you're doing. And obviously we ain't got all the time to go into some of those things, and I know you got a lot of other things in the pipeline. And so it's here in another capacity. So what are you going to do for us this evening?
Okay, so I'm going to do like a rap thing, I think, first. Yeah. Okay. And then I'll do this like little reggae version that I've got as well. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, here just for you, Search Engine Musically, YouTube Live, Search Engine UK on YouTube, and you can see what's going on in this studio with the guys. Again, on drums we've got Fudge, on guitar we've got Jerry, and on keyboard, first time for Fudge and Michael, who's on the keyboard. Yes, we're coming together musically. Watch this space. Marcus Hercules on Search Engine Live UK. Here we go. Tell them what to do.
Yeah, so if you just kind of come with a little like a funky little beat, like. Oh, Massive and Crew, this one's for you. Why can't we just all just come live together now? A worldwide come together. Why can't we all just come together, eh? A worldwide come together. Why can't we all just come live good together now? A worldwide come together. Why can't we all just come live good together? Without the love, you got the war. Who really wants to bow to the battle of the death? Valley of the dry bones. I said I live and not die, so put your hands up high. Reach for the sky, limit you got none. Peaks that you walk on, striving for the utmost. It's all been yaga ya. So simple, biblical, mystical, inspirational from creation. I was told stories of old and what down rocky roads. Highs, lows, to every action, there's a reaction. Hey yo, do you really wanna feel Jaja rap? Earthquake, lightning, and the thunder, yo. Worldwide better, come, you better come together, come together, hey. A worldwide come together, why can't we all just come live good together now? A worldwide come together, why can't we all just come live good together now? Worldwide come together, why can't we all just come live good together, hey. Worldwide come together, why can't we all just come live good together? Isn't a rainbow, one of the prettiest things you've seen. All different colors, blended combined. Like minds entwined together, never care about the weather. It's about how you feel side of your body, side of your temple, your domain. Take you to that next phase. Now look at the rainbow, hey, hey. All mystical and stuff, where it starts, where it's gonna end up. Hey, y'all, who's gonna find the pot of gold? I said your life is about turning into what you made, hey. Find your own destiny, one life inside of mankind, womankind, hey, y'all. Said it's finer than the silver, finer than the gold now. I said, you know you got the most now. So worldwide come together, why can't you all just come live good together, hey. Worldwide come together, why can't we all just come live good together now? Worldwide come together, why can't we all just come live good together, hey. Worldwide, yo. Oh, I sing it to come and give me a little. Worldwide come together, yeah. Oh, something.
You can do it from there if you want.
Live thing, as we're rolling. You don't know this is Manchester and thing.
Here we go.
This is my sister
Here we go.
Angelina.
Here we
Everything
go.
she's on a rolling. This is how we're gonna flow it right now. Watch from the rhythm and thing. Hey, yeah.
It's organic.
What's the lyrics?
Yeah, why can't we all just come live together now?
Worldwide come together. Wow. What's it? Come together.
Why can't we all? Why can't we all just come live good together? So why come together? Why can't we all just come live good together?
Worldwide come together. Why can't we just live together?
Worldwide come together. Why can't we all just come live good together now?
Worldwide come together. I'm gonna rap it. Why can't we just all hey! Worldwide come together. Why can't we?
Chantel, we can hear you. Coming together, really. Well done.
For real? Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I like it.
I loved it.
Like to feel the vibe there.
Feel the
yeah.
vibe.
Let's
Let's go. Come back. Number 2, back to you.
All right then.
Here we go.
So
remember,
really
you
feel
tell
it.
they'll find you.
Yeah.
Or you just.
Do you want me to start this time?
Yeah.
You go. They'll find you.
Okay.
They will find you. Here we go. Search Engine Live. Marcus Hercules.
Soldiers of Zion, time to move on in this Armageddon, yeah. Soldiers of Zion, time to move on in this Armageddon, yeah. Real soldiers, set a your time now. Ethiopia, Mount Zion, yeah, worldwide, yeah. Soldiers of Zion, like a farmer, he plants his seed, yeah. I said he watches it grow. Small axe cut down big tree, yeah. You reap what you sow. Say the seek and ye shall find ye. Said the race is not for the swift now. Said we're rolling on a legacy vibration. Hey, we don't turn it down, hey, y'all. I say we're rocking in the studio now. across Manchester, stay alive now. And this is how we're gonna rock in this thing. Say, soldiers of Zion and think, yeah. Soldiers of Zion, a time to move on in this house of Zion, yeah. Soldiers of Zion, a time to move on in this Armageddon. Like minds find peace of mind. Forward, forward, in this time. Don't hold back now, so we can't take back no chat. Hey yo, said this forward on to Africa liberation. This a one year goes out to the whole of the nation. Stand firm, all Africans, yeah. Yo, give thanks and praise to the Most High, yo. So we're rocking on with this vibration. I said we not go feel no tribulation. This ya one ya for the world, and not this a one for you now. Really soldiers stand up now. Soldiers of Zion, a time to soldiers of Zion. Said that soldiers of Zion, a time to move on in this Armageddon. Soldiers of Zion, soldiers of Zion, real soldiers, yeah. Soldiers of Zion, soldiers of Zion, soldiers of Zion, real soldiers, yeah. Soldiers of Zion, soldiers of Zion, soldiers of Zion, all Africans, hey. All freedom fighters, all lionhearts, all empresses. Bless them.
Yes, yes, yes.
Real soldiers.
Marcus Hercules. Marcus Hercules. All right, moving swiftly on. Mehdi. You sing, yeah?
Yeah, make sure you say my full name.
Sorry, have I got you? Where did I write your full name there? Lemina. Lemma. Mehdi Lemma. Okay, do you know what? Because Mehdi was so abrupt and telling me where I'm going to be. Do you know what I'm going to do? Yusuf.
Yeah,
I'm going to need you to the last and just sitting with the voice, yeah? So, now we've got Yusuf in the studio.
Yeah, what's up?
Thank you, how you doing, man?
Okay, nice.
Again, first time Yusuf coming in here, first time meeting the group, first time meeting the people. Yusuf, now, thank you for stepping up.
Hey, it's an honor. It's an
in,
absolute honor. Thank you.
Yeah, and I know I've seen some of your pictures on things, so I know the picture that I put on there, you've got a man behind you that is a big thing for this month.
Definitely.
Yeah, and
Definitely.
Tell us who that is and tell us just quickly why you're inspired by that man.
Muhammad Ali, he is my hero, straight from childhood. He obviously was an excellent boxer inside the ring, but it was stuff outside the ring that mattered. He didn't let his fame or his wealth get to his head, even though he came off to be a bashful character, to be quite arrogant at times. That was just a self-fight. He went back to his roots. He helped the poor, he helped his people, and that's what sets you apart from everyone else. That's what you can respect. There's no point getting money if you can't help your people and do good for your own community. That is what it boils down to. Money is just a means to do good. Money is not the end goal.
Okay, I'll give you a touch for that. So what you got for us this evening?
I got a few pieces. I got one particular piece for Black History Month that I wrote a few days ago, and I performed the other day, and I would like to perform for you tonight.
Okay, we've probably got time to get two out of you.
Okay.
We've got Mehdi that's going to come in, and we've got literally 20 minutes left, so here we go. Yusuf, for you. Do you want to stand up, Yusuf?
Sure. Go anytime?
Yeah, when you're ready.
His skin is brown like the earth he grew out of. With dark eyes and jet black hair, he spits bars to bring light to those that care to listen. With melanin in his skin, he thinks how things would be different if he didn't get asked to speak about racism and forced to play victim. Oh Lord, I'm proud of my brown skin and what you blessed me with. But they came to our lands and stole crowns from kings, and we suffered from the hands that clipped our wings. We were buried in the sands because they claimed righteous things. So now I sing words of prophetic freedom and tales of childhood that makes me smile good when I think back to times of grandma's chicken soup and boiled rice. That's good food. Before the days guys from mosque moved hood food. You're not a bad man, you're just confused. When most news was good news, like no school on snow days, and bad news was mum's slipper being put to use. Those are the days of chicken shop blues. 4 wings for £1 and 10p Freddos. Rubicon can makes you feel mellow because they sell the same thing in the same chicken shops, like how the same guys sold the same rocks. Prison stints never brought them down a notch. Calling each other wallads in the mosque sweet shop. Same beginnings we came from, but why you? Why us? Working twice as hard just to keep up. Yeah, they left our people in the mud and bleached the dark skin Jesus, but we making history every day. This just another month, so it's up to us, me, you, and the brothers we came with. So we tell our mums, look where we came from. The mud huts now driving Lexus. The hostility perplex us, so we show our teeth with possibility of police to arrest us, or at least some make it to tell stories of how we came from glory. A people whose will never broke from years of purgatory. Why so coke? We got more than ever before than the generations before me. Like my dad struggled for water, now we war on the streets like protein is our bread and butter. That's beef and squeezing toast is what we aim for each other. God damn, we need to pray for each other so we can tell our mums, look where we came from. Them mud huts, now look at your son. That's what I say to my brothers. So I pray every day for my brothers.
What was that called, Yusuf?
I don't actually have a name for it. I wrote it like.
Whoa. Well, there we go. In the time that we've got left, listeners, anybody's got a name? What
the truth
came to you?
The truth.
From that?
The truth.
Truth. That's one that stands out there.
Okay,
moving swiftly on. Yusuf, Search Engine Musically, live, YouTube, Search Engine UK, if you want to see Yusuf right now. Here we go. What you got for us?
Let me choose which one. Okay. I wrote this one in the morning yesterday in one of my lectures.
Wow.
I know, I should have been focusing. All you kids in class, don't do what I do. Please. We need more people educated. And this one is for the ones going into education, those who've just started uni especially. This one's for you.
Here we go.
We vilified. We demonized by the press, we suit and tie, start looking like the rest, we lose our minds, trying to watch how we dress, no track suits and Nikes, look as innocent as it gets, so we play the game with good grades and statements, it's going okay till they say, shave your face for this placement, they afraid of a brown king with brains and a mindset for change, give me the crown, melt it down, give the gold to the slaves and the poor, it's in our DNA, so I pray every day for my bro incarcerated, he was sent away when he really needed education, and for my bro sent to the bay without trial, and they wonder why I act hostile. So I use this opportunity to speak to thee so freely, pass some knowledge on before I sleep 6 feet deep. That's a morbid thought, but we all been caught off guard by them sort of thoughts, so we know life is short. Just live it to the fullest, help out the poor, help out the fam, your mum, dad, and respect the law of the land. That's what my religion taught me, and as far as that goes, it's only natural. I explain my plateau and what defines my name. I'm Yusuf. First in my family to do this. Some see me as a nuisance. I'm just a student trying to bring truth to the youth and to who will listen and make a difference for these children and those with nervous dispositions. So I say to you, don't be afraid of the tall grass. There's bound to be snakes. But we in the jungle now, stepped out from our caves. We've been fasting for days. Now we ready to eat. So we show our teeth when we smile and say peace to each other. All my sisters and my brothers, we in uni now. But you and I gotta stick with each other like white on rice, regardless of our color or agenda. We don't stoop to the levels of oppressors, we elevate with the hearts of any hate. I write these bars hoping the law forgives my mistakes and lets me use this art to spark change for anybody under the cruel gaze of ill fate. Even if you don't pray 5 times a day, or if you got a clean shaven face, it's okay. Let's just hope we can give back to the world rather than take away. Like when you can't be bothered to cook, that's the student way. And you don't have money for books, that's the student way. You don't care how you look, that's the student way. With no sleep for deadlines, that's the student way. I couldn't write a deadline even if I tried, that's the Yusuf way. So when they look at you with a screw face claiming you're dangerous, say you're worse than that. you're educated.
Whoa! You have to get one more for that, Yusuf.
One more.
Quick, man. You have to get one more for that.
Alright.
You are the lesson.
Okay.
This one is called. I don't have a name for that one either because I wrote it in my lecture. So yesterday morning. So.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, man. Yusuf, search engine live musical there. Here we go.
Am I allowed to plug my YouTube as well?
Go for it.
Alright,
We know where to find you.
I'll do that at the end. Okay. This next one is called This Art. That's on YouTube. You can find me on my YouTube. I am Yusuf. I space AM space YUSUF with a full stop, all lowercase. We realize our potential. Amidst the real lies they thrive of feeding real lies in our mental. Mentals are not meant to be judgmental, but instead recognize that realness lies within this temple. But right now, our bodies are stencils for outlines to be drawn when we fall bleeding on our way to greet the devil. Governmental intervention turns detrimental as youth turn from being gentle to claiming sets. Postcodes stress the college's workload, making us lesser folk who aim to please wherever we go, but forget to please our own soul. And behind the undertones of bros before hoes, but that's just code for put our brothers before our mothers. And what's worse, you'll still hit it without a rubber. And the braggadocio doesn't make it seem any tougher, just makes me wonder whether we really mean it, or are we just seeking affirmation, something to believe in this cold world. No role models like that J. Cole verse, a cold furnace burning in my heart, trying to turn this art into hope for the hopeless, but only smoke flows through my throat like a chimney. Like I tried to spit fire, but it was extinguished within me. By teachers who failed to teach me, by preachers who failed to reach me, by friends who never believed in me. So every time somebody said no, it was a slow reminder that I gotta go and do this on my own, even though my heart would start hurting, my throat burning like an allergic reaction to the fact that those who were meant to have my back took a stab instead. I start guessing they're just jealous because they're no match, like I'm swiping left. Or is that false confidence talking again, putting words in my mouth, trying to find a way out like I'm stuck in a pen. Trapped in the nib in this prison break when I write my next lyric. Looking through the bars, inshallah I'll be free at last. Free from the past, see peace at last. Free from the demons to feed me reason to write this art.
Whoa! We'll be right back. We'll be right back. Thank you. Hey!
Sorry, I was late.
And we've been smashing it in here tonight, much better than I could have hoped for. And we're still not finished yet. First
families and friends from Sierra Leone, and please, if you have a chance, please attend. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for that, Fudge. He's our percussionist this evening. We've got Michael, who's on the keyboards, and of course Jerry on the guitar. And now we've got Mehdi Lemma. Have I got that right?
Yes, you
Do
got
know
it
what?
right.
And I'm sure if I had got that wrong, he would have slapped me in my head, you know.
I usually do.
So here we go. So, Mehdi, where are you from?
I am from Manchester, but originally from Belgium.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. And what style of music is it that you do?
Well, I do R&B. There's plenty types of R&B, but mine is the soul kind of type, jazz. You know, I add raps to it as well.
And where can people find you if they want to know more?
Well, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, Google, YouTube, you name it, you can find me. It's MEDY space LEMA. I repeat, people, MEDY space LEMA.
Space LEMA. So what are you starting with us?
I will start with a song of my own first that I wrote a few weeks ago called Let It Go.
Okay, so we'll let you go. Here it comes, Mehdi Lemma, coming live to you, Search Engine Live musically, first Thursday of the month.
Alright.
Black History Special!
Alright. I'll let the musicians lead me so I can get into it. Hey. It's no scientific fact that I know you're always hagging me. You see, the one problem that I had is that I am myself naturally. Really, don't misjudge me, I am not the kind of boy not to favor words. I don't know why you're messing with me. You don't know me, you don't face me. Yeah, really, I just can't help myself by putting me along the gutter, baby. Can't help myself but to think it's well. You don't know me like that, making me look bad. Got a soul and heart, don't you know it's wrong to conceive a judgment? So just go, let it go, just go, let it go, just go, let it go. Let me live my life as I say go. Let it go, just go, let it go, just go, let it go. Here's a little remix. Looking out across the night, the city winks a sleepless eye. Hear her voice, shake my window, sweet seducing sight. Get me out into the nighttime, four walls won't hold me tonight. Yeah, if this town is just an apple, then let me take a bite. If they say why, tell them that it's human nature. Why does it hit me that way? If they say why, tell them that it's human nature. Why Does he do me that way? I like living this way. I like loving this way. Da-da-da-da-da. Looking out across the morning, the city's heart begins to beat. Yeah. Reaching out, I touch your shoulder, dreaming of the street. Yeah, they say why? Da 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 da. Hey, does it do me that way? If they say why? Tell them that it's human nature. Yeah, does it do me that way? If they say why? Da 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 da. Hey, does it do me that way? If they say why? No. Does it do me that way? I like living this way.
Yes, Melly, yes, Melly. In the house. Oh, moving right on. Time running out. What you got for us for number 2?
Well, I got this one song that I really like. Anyone know Stevie Wonder?
Yeah. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Melly, before you. Stevie Wonder, even though he's mentioned that tune, we're going to go out with that, okay? So, we're going to let Melly end the show for us this evening. What's the track called?
Oh, Stevie Wonder, Lately.
Lately. He's going to sing us out with Lately. So, yes, thank you very much for all your call, for all your texts. Coming up next, remember Bember Thursdays. You've been listening to the Search Engine Live Music Calendly. And, yeah, as I said, we're doing it different. No. You're going to finish off the show.
All right.
So, listen, next week, we've got Barbara Makeda Blake Anna, and we're going to be talking to her about one of her books, The Moon Has Its Secrets. It's a story about the Maroons of Jamaica. We're also going to be talking with Maurice Lee, and he works with some of the Maroon children in Jamaica. So yeah, we're doing it a little different this month, okay? So we're going to be moving on and moving out. I want to say thank you to all the guests that have taken part this evening. Angeli, Razaya, Chantel, Marcus, Yusuf, and as I said, you can listen, you're going to have to listen to this again, and you can go on the Search Engine UK, SoundCloud. It should be up by tomorrow afternoon, and you'll be able to hear these guys again. And as I said, we're live on YouTube at the moment, so you'll be able to see the guys on there. So, before we go, Mehdi Lama.
Well,
back to you.
We'll be singing Isn't She Lovely instead.
Isn't she lovely?
Yes.
Here we go.
All right. I hope y'all know this song. Woo! Hey.
Yeah!
Hey.
Woo! Yeah!
All right. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Less than a minute, oh. I never thought through I can't believe what God has done through us. He is giving life to one. But isn't she lovely? Made from love. Break. Woo! Da, 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 yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Isn't she lovely? Life and love are the same. Life is Aisha. The meaning of her name. Nothing good have not been done. Without you, you've convinced the one. But isn't she lovely? Made from love, yeah, Isn't she lovely? Isn't she lovely? Made from love, Isn't she lovely? Made from love, yeah.
Many, on the drums, Patch, guitar, Jerry Lindo, and on the keyboards, beautifully, Michael. Thank you all for your listenership. You can listen again, search engine, UK SoundCloud. And here we go, coming up next. Bembe Thursdays with Tapper Benz and Dolphin. See you next week.
Lovely to meet you. Hopefully I'll speak to you again.